The Torrance Centennial Committee is in full swing. They're planning events and programs for the celebration of our city's 100th birthday in 2012. And now the committee is inviting Torrance-based organizations to participate in the city's centennial celebration. These organizations are asked to submit their respective events for consideration. Applications are available online at the city's website at TorranceCA.Gov. The deadline for submission is Monday, November 15th.
And the Toyota USA Automobile Museum is home to an impressive collection of milestone cars. To learn more about how you can see the more than 100 cars and dozens of motorsports vehicles, contact curator Susan Sanborn. She can be reached at 310-468-4728 or by email at Susan_Sanborn@Toyota.com. And finally, the Western Museum of Flight salutes some important American planes used in combat. Reporter Adam Baxter takes us there.
But it was a delight to fly, just good handling qualities.
Bob Hoover is talking about the P-51 Mustang, the most famous plane in war aviation history. On this, its 70th anniversary, the people who made it and the pilots who flew it came together to celebrate.
It was a lovely airplane, and most of us enjoyed flying it.
James Brooks wasn't the only one singing the praises of the P-51. Robert Goebbels also flew the Mustang in World War II combat.
If I had to choose, I think I would choose the 51 as a vehicle to go against the German fighter forces with. It had a slight advantage.
But this day wasn't just about the Mustang. It was a salute to the North American Aviation Company. Bob Hoover worked for North American Aviation for 36 years and was today's Grand Marshal.
Well, I joined North American Aviation because I felt they had never at that time built a bad airplane. And they proved themselves in War II.
North American Aviation reached their peak of production during World War II, and they made more than 15,000 of the T-6 Texans, more than 10,000 of the B-25 bombers, and more than 15,000 of the P-51 Mustangs. After the war, NAA entered the jet age, creating the Sabre F-86. It was the first swept-wing fighter plane in the U.S. inventory and is best remembered for its role in the Korean War. Bob Hoover was a test pilot for the Sabre program.
Once we got it flight tested, got all the bugs out of it, it was just a docile airplane, easy to fly, and it had enough performance where you felt like you could really do things with it. Of course, I've flown the F-16s and F-18s, but if you just ask me, of all of the airplanes that I took a liking to, it was the F-86.
The last fighter contract NAA received was for the F-100 Super Sabre, which arrived in 1953 and was finally retired in 1971. But the legend of North American Aviation, the B-25, and the P-51 Mustang lives on. From the Western Museum of Flight salute to North American Aviation, I'm Adam Baxter, Torrance City Cable.
And for more information on the events at the Western Museum of Flight, go to their website at WMOF.com. And that's going to do it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jin Chun. If you've missed any portion of our show, you can catch us again at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.